family is not what it used to be. As I get older, I am seeing how important it is to have a very close-knit family. But family is not what it used to be. Family members are so quick to be ice cold to people because of whatever feelings they have against a person. It might be they want to deal with this family member. They don't want to deal with that person. They want to deal with this person. They want to prove this person wrong. It's just so many personal agendas that stop family members from being close and strong together that it's just ridiculous. And it's nothing but a distraction that's trying to separate those closest family from no longer being close. The older I get, I am so thankful that I can actually have a close-knit family. But then I'm also seeing there's some family members that are distanced because of their choices. And it's sad. Like, it's really, really sad how important it is to maintain closeness with your family, but it's also amazing to see how the enemy can come in and filter in all this information to certain family members and have them even separate even more so they will never think they were ever close. Now, I do understand there are certain families that may need to have had a separation, limitations, because whatever may have happened in the past or history, I understand that. I support that. But for those family members that just have minor, small disagreements, for those individuals to just cut them off, because they have their own agenda, and if you're not understanding their agenda, you're against them. It's wild how you're not realizing how you're going from close to disconnected just based off of one situation or one misunderstanding, and then not wanting to clear it because nobody wants to communicate, because everybody has their own way of communicating and now has their own belief system and they don't want to hear it. But God is pressing this on my heart that the enemy is literally trying to take those strong families and separate them, not make them be as strong as they once were. And if there's a curse breaker or somebody who notices that in the family, I commend you, because I have seen it. I am noticing it myself. It is heartbreaking to see that. Literally, you're outside looking in, and there's really not much you can do but ask God to come in and give some type of healing and restoration to the situation. Because trying to fix it on your own, it's impossible. You have too many people having too many different belief systems. This one believes that one thinks that one, this one hangs out with this one says this about that one. Everybody hates everybody. Nobody wants to talk to anybody. It just is like, enough. Somebody has to say enough is enough. Who is going to be the person that says, what this is going on right now, it doesn't make sense. This is not something we typically do. Let me step back and literally look at the whole entire situation. You know, these situations of a family separating who used to be once strong and close-knit, it creates a distance, and it creates a moment of not being able to share memories with individuals. And you can't get mad at the person that you separate from, like, oh, they don't get to see this, they don't get to see that. It was a choice on the other side. If you separate from someone ice cold without any type of explanation why, and sometimes you don't need to give explanation why, depending on the situation, but if you're just personally doing it because you have your own agenda, you can't get mad that the person that you walked away from doesn't get to celebrate your celebrations with you and your joys. You walked away from that person, so how in the world is that person supposed to celebrate you? People are just willing to just separate from their family and just forget they even ever existed, or just cause destruction within their family just because of a personal motive. Deal with whatever needs to be dealt with so you're not causing additional pain to people. That's not fair for people. The enemy loves to gather people together to make you dislike a person, dislike a situation. It's literally like you're being used and you're not even realizing it. But some family members who have that wisdom, they can see it and they don't even want to deal with it. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm one of those ones. When I see it, I don't want to be near, because all I can do is pray for it, because I'm not going to get through to those individuals that are just 10 toes down that this is exactly how it should be. This is the way it should be. And it's unfortunate and it's sad, but that's just how some people are. It's just, family is not what it used to be. It's not. All this information is out there, healing, do this, do that, do that. And it's like, great, great, great. But are you actually applying it correctly? Are you actually using it correctly? Are you actually allowing it to process you? It's just, it's sad to see these days, which I literally are seeing. There's so much stuff going on. I just made a video about like the enemy, like fighting dirty. He's fighting dirty within families, and it's like trying to cause war within families. Like, it's literally what it is. The enemy is trying to cause an uproar in so many different areas, and if people are not noticing it, he's going to be successful. But for me and my family, the ones that are still connected for me, I'm going to serve the Lord, and I'm not going to allow myself to allow the enemy to win. I refuse. I refuse to let the enemy win. I refuse. I will not give up. I realize that there are just some things that are such a huge masterpiece. Even though there's a situation and destruction going on in that process, it's a masterpiece in the making. And it's above my pay grade, but it's not above my pray grade. I can pray for it and let God just fix the masterpiece and let him work it out. But when it comes to the enemy trying to be successful, he's only successful if you let him run and fuel you with hate. If he runs and fuel you with hate, there's going to be a separation, and then you're alone, you're isolated, and that's exactly how he wants it. You're dependent on another person versus the individuals that helped you and support you. It just, I hope I didn't get off on a left turn. It just is, oh my gosh, y'all. It's like, I just, family is just literally not what it used to be. And if you're not smart enough to realize that you're being used by the enemy to separate yourself from your family because he wants you alone for a reason, because you're part of a greater situation, you're going to be taken advantage of. It's just sad. It's really, really sad. And I just pray for those families that are having situations going on within their families and attacks within their families. I pray that there are a very strong coverage of Psalms 91 over those individuals. I pray for discernment, wisdom, and hedge of protection. I pray for those families. I really, really do. I pray for my own family, that there's a hedge of protection. The enemy is not going to win. No weapon formed against us will prosper. Like, I pray for that there is deliverance. Whatever needs to happen, I pray God comes into that situation with his will and he allows it to be a resolution. But you guys have to be, if there's a curse breaker listening to this video, or you notice it, you got to just put it at the altar of God and just let him fix it. Because it's just, the enemy is trying to come in every freaking area to try to cause destruction and distractions, to not allow families, individuals that are connected and children of God to not be successful. He knows what he's doing. He does it purposely. It only takes one or a few to really have that strong faith to say, you know, enough is enough. I'm just going to pray without ceasing. I'm going to ask for this breakthrough to come. And for those that are like that with their family, because you know what it should be versus what it is, I commend you, and I'm praying with you. So you guys, I'm going to head to my workout. It is a beautiful, beautiful weekend day. The sun is shining. I just watched the sunrise, and this word was laying on my heart, and I wanted to share it with you all. Thank you so much to my current subscribers and my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. You guys, if you see any of my social media links, which are in my description box, you guys can link there's a hyperlink for each one of them. You can go and connect to them, and it goes to my social media page. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as well. And then I also have my business information that is listed there for my favorite buttons. You guys can go check those out, which are 30-second recording audio devices where you can record a encouraging word and play it back to yourself throughout the day. If you guys are interested, go check out my website, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.